Yeah, good morning. So yesterday we saw US market remain more of a range bound after a strong up move day before that. What we are seeing that at a higher level, market is in the US is trading in a range. This was the up move was also driven by the good results which came in the US market. In fact, the expectations of the US result was of a decline of 5% in PAT year on year, but the result which came has shown at around the 1.5 to 2% decline on aggregate level. So, though there is a decline, but it is better than expectations. So that has supported the market, and we had seen market moving up in the US. But now going forward, now the result seasons is also almost getting over there. Also, now the that is behind us, and again the problem of next quarter that market is likely to slow down will persist and continue. So taking move higher from here for the US market will also be a difficult, and there may be some difficulty in moving up anything very sharply over there. Apart from that, the main concern is inflation, and inflation figure is expected tomorrow over there, wherein the expectation is that 0.4% month-on-month increase is expected against the last month of 0.1. So again, inflation is remaining at a higher level, 0.5, 0.4%. If we analyze, is equal to almost around 4.8% or 5%. That is what year-on-year expectation is also at 5%. So far off from where the rate need inflation need to be. As such, though Fed has increased interest rate, but will remain consistently cautious and watchful of these higher inflations. So, the US labor market, which is very strong, need to come down, but it's still holding up. So, uh, we had seen market moving up because of the good result and the indication of a stronger economy. But going forward, again, the concerns after these results will emerge of Fed is putting a pressure for the slowdown. So nothing so great expected from the US market of a very strong up. So that can have a reflection of the world market as well. Asian markets are also more of a bit. Japan is positive, but other markets are negative. And what we see that India also at a higher level seeing volatility, one day up 150 points, another day similar point down and again up. So what we see that at a higher level, there is volatility which is getting created and need to be careful. What we see that looking at this current scenario, now markets are likely to remain in a range for some time, and then we'll see some direction post that in after a few days. So, in all, today also likely to see more of a range-bound trade today because yesterday we saw a sharp up move and we are not getting any great support from the international market for further move up. So now request the technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. In Friday session, we saw some profit booking and this week start in pullback rally in Monday session. So we expect some positive. Yesterday, Nifty managed to sustain 18,240 and close above that important level. Then we expect next 1 to 2 trading session is Nifty managed to sustain this level, 18,240. Then we expect further rally towards 18,330, 370 in upside. Next immediate resistance place 18,370, 400. If Nifty close that and break that level, then we expect further rally. Downside intraday important support 18,240, 18,200, and in daily purpose we expect yesterday also we saw that Nifty sustain and take a support 18,100. So major support zone is 18,200, 18,100 at downside. Same Bank Nifty also trading the above the important level, that is 43,300 and 43,300. and managed to close above. The Bank Nifty also 1 to 2 trading session maintain this level. Then we expect further rally towards 44,000 and 200 and above. First immediate support, important support for bank is 43,000, and next support place around 42,770 at downside. Nifty Finance also trading the above the important level, and we expect some further rally towards 19,420, 19,540 in upside. First, important intraday base support around 19,230, and below that 19,100. Next immediate support for Nifty Finance. Stock specific. Uh, Cipla looks positive. We saw that Cipla is trading the important level, and we expect some positive move in Cipla. Upside important resistance place 942. Above that, then we expect further rally towards 970, 980. Support place around 910. Below 910, it's next immediate support 900. Yesterday we saw that Loris Lab also looks positive and bounce back and bottom. We expect some positiveness in Loris Lab. We expect some uh, strength in Loris Lab towards 350, 360 and upside, and major support place around 318 and 310 and downside. So Loris Lab looks positive at current level. Sonacom also looks positive. We already covered this stock in monthly report, and we given a buy call around 478, above 478. Right now trading 520. The next immediate resistance place for intraday 528. If today's session is break 528, then we expect further rally towards 540, 550. Intraday support place around 507. To keep watch Sonacom for trading purpose. That's it for technical. Derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. On the derivative front, as I said yesterday, the data is still positive, but there are signs that there can be some sort of selling pressure coming in from resistance areas. Open interest has increased, PCR has increased, while VIX also has increased. Even though we had a 180-point rally yesterday, the VIX has increased, even though it is around 12 and a half only, and it is very comfortable, but still this increase needs to be checked. So every day, the data will keep on changing and increasing. So we'll have to take stock of it day in day out. But at this point of time, we expect Nifty to reach 18,500 odd levels, which is the resistance area. Also, the highest call base is around 18,500 odd levels. So once it comes there, there can be some selling pressure which can come in. The base is also trying to shift higher from 18,000 to 18,200, which is a positive. So all in all, still data is positive, nothing to worry as of now. From the stock specific front, Oracle Finance and Marico witnessed a lot of open interest built up. Yesterday, I think Marico had results, but even then, there is a price volume breakout along with open interest, so there can be good upside potential to this stock. The stock, if moves above this 550 odd levels, you can see some good buying coming in, which can take it towards that 620, 650 odd levels. After a long time, it has come in the long creation basket. Oracle Finance has a dividend of around 250 odd points, but this stock also on the open interest front has consistently witnessed long creation, and we expect even after dividend, this stock should perform. It can move above that 4,000, 4,200 odd levels in the near term. So yeah, look out for the same. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. On the results front, Apar Industries result is above expectation. Revenue grew 4% QOQ, 36% year on year. EBITDA margin also came above expectation at 10.4% versus expectation of 7%, and sequential margin was 9%. While volume growth outlook for the conductor segment, which is 50% of the total business, remains strong, volumes are expected to grow at 10 to 15% going forward, but the realizations are expected to decline significantly on account of increased competitive intensity. due to opening up of China and also easing of supply chains constraints globally. In the conductor business, the FY23 EBITDA per ton stood at 44,000 rupees. Management expects a big decline in this EBITDA per ton going forward to almost 25,000 rupees. So we might see a decline in the profitability of the conductor segment. That will pull down the overall profits are so broadly likely to be flattish going forward, and there won't be much growth. So that is why we are neutral on the stock. Canara Bank result is broadly in line with expectation and was a mixed bag. Loan growth was just 1.7% sequentially. NIM was flattish at 3.07%. Asset quality was stable quarter on quarter. Credit cost was also stable at 1.5%. Slippage at similar levels, 1.5%. SMA book increased marginally. ROA for the quarter was at 1%, which is heartening to see. Another PSU bank closer to 1%. And however, valuation at 0.9 time price to book for a PSU bank seems, there could be some minor upside from here, but nothing major as such. So from long-term perspective, we remain positive, but don't expect any extraordinary return. Sterling Tool result has declined. We have to look at this company in two parts. Fasteners division, which is 77% of sales, and motor control unit for electric vehicles, which is 23% of sales. Fastener business, a standalone business, saw 12% growth year on year. However, margins declined sharply from 15% in each of the first 3 quarters of this last year to just 11% in Q4. Decline was led by higher raw material costs. On the EV part of the business, where it makes motor control units, performance was stable on sequential basis. If we combine and look on a console basis, then sales were flattish sequentially, while margins were down from 13.5% to 10.5%. So profits also declined. We are neutral in the near term, but positive from the long term, as share of EV business is likely to double over next 4 years from 23% currently to almost close to 50%. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Good morning. Birlasoft has posted in line with expectation set of numbers for the quarter with constant currency revenue growth X of Invacare stands at 3.1% QOQ. Dollar revenue came at 149 million versus expectation of 147, and EBITDA margin came in at 13.6% versus expectation of 13.1%. For growth, management has not given any guidance. However, expects slow decision making for next couple of months. Q2, there will be impact of wage hike. On margin front, the company endeavors to get back to 15 to 16% margins coming into H2 and hopefully exit at 16%. Outlook is neutral. Stock is trading at a PE of 15.4 times FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Good morning. Yesterday, UPL Limited posted result, and result were below expectations. The revenue grew by 4.5% YOY, and the quarter was largely impacted by a rapid decline in the product prices and delays in planting season that resulted in headwinds for product placements. Operating margins reported at 18.2% versus the expectation of 22.6%. So during the quarter, the contribution margin was declined by almost 489 basis points at 34.4%. This was largely due to the decline in the product prices with the ramp up of supply from China, and also cut down in production to achieve the competitive inventory position that led to idle capacity costs. Also, the margins were impacted by the unfavorable product mix. On a group level, the management has guided for the FY24 revenue growth of 6 to 10%, with the EBITDA growth of 8 to 12%. Also, it aims to grow its ROC by 175 basis points from the level of 15.3% in FY23. In addition to the on the positive note, the UPL has reduced the gross debt by $660 million, and the net debt stood at $2.06 billion by FY23. The stock is trading at a PE of 9.5 times to FY24 EPS, and the outlook is positive on the stock. The Pidilite Industries Limited result was marginally below expectation. The revenue grew by 7.3% YOY at rupees 2,689 crore. During the quarter, domestic CNB business grew by 10%, supported by strong volume growth of 7%. And however, the B2B business faced headwinds due to the lower exports and the lower demand from the businesses dependent on exports. The demand from the rural and semi-urban improved during the quarter. During the year, revenue grew by 19%, led by strong volume growth, better product mix, and rise in prices. The gross margin improved during the quarter, both on a sequential and annual basis. However, this was followed by the EBITDA margin reported at 17.1% versus expectation of 18.1%. Additionally, the company has decided to discontinue operations of Sargent Art Division in a phased manner. The division posted a revenue of rupees 128 crore and the loss before tax of rupees 5.2 crore. The stock is trading at a PE of 66.9 times to FY24 EPS. Kansai Nerolac Paints Limited result was below expectations. The revenue grew by 12.8% YOY. Gross margins improved on QOQ and YOY basis. The EBITDA margin reported at 9.7%, which degrew on a sequential basis and up by 470 basis points on a YOY basis. The company declared a dividend of rupees 2.7 per share for FY23. The board also approved the issue of bonus shares in the ratio of 1:2, taking the share capital from 53.89 crores shares to 80.83 crore shares. The stock is trading at a PE of 32.5 times to FY24 EPS. The Aarti Industries Limited result was below expectation. The revenue degrew by 5.7% YOY at rupees 1,656 crore. EBITDA margin reported at 15.2% versus the expectation of 16.7%. We'll share some more insights from the con call scheduled today. The stock is trading at a PE of 31.3 times to FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Call yesterday, and management has given positive outlook. Their newly started distillery has contributed substantially to this good results, and though the realization, if we compare with others, sugar was lower because company do not had any export in this quarter. But still the profitability has shown improvement both quarter on quarter and year on year in this quarter. But we expect that the profitability will further improve in the next quarter, driven by mainly higher sugar prices. And also company has a lower base because of low sugar realization in Q3. And also grain-based grain-based ethanol of 100 KLBD distillery will be starting in June, July, so that can contribute in Q3. Q2 onwards. So in all, outlook for the Thampur sugar looks positive from here. Valuations are also reasonable at 6 times EV by EBITDA trailing basis. Apart from that, result for 11th May, Asian Paints is likely to report numbers are likely to show improvement. No doubt Kansai Nerolac has reported number wherein EBITDA declined, but gross margin has shown improvement quarter on quarter. So quite possible that maybe for Kansai Nerolac it may be an individual case wherein some other expenses has increased sharply, which may not be there in Asian Paint. So no impact on Asian Paint of the Kansai Nerolac results, and expectation will continue that the improvement will be there in the Asian Paint results. Then Deepak Nitrite is likely to report number, and the numbers quarter on quarter are likely to remain more of a stable with revenue growth of 2% and EBITDA marginal expansion of around 40 basis. Dr. Lal Path Lab is also likely to report a stable set of number with year-on-year increase in 6% of revenue and 3% in EBIT. Gujarat State Petronet is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to be more of a stable number quarter on quarter. Then Eicher Motor is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to show year-on-year improvement, but quarter-on-quarter marginal improvement will be seen in the numbers. Margins are expected to improve by around 100 bips, even quarter-on-quarter. So overall results seems to be more of a positive. Then Siemens result is expected. We had seen ABB has reported very great numbers. The expectations are more of a flattish of year on year, but looking at the ABB number, quite possible Siemens may come up with a stronger number as well. So that's all from us. I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. So in today's session, we might witness some pullback in gold. However, prices are witnessing some resistance area at 61,000 to 61,200. But one can buy around 60,800 to 750 and maintain a stop loss of 60,500. On upside, profit taking is advisable at 61 200, 61 100. Similarly, silver also prices are supportive at 76 700, and it could be a flat movement. It could consolidate from 77 500 to 76 700. But all in all, there could be movement both ways. So take profit accordingly. Crude oil price, we have witnessed prices are uh, testing 6050 resistance area. So it can cool off till 5900 and 5850. So if prices are sustaining below 6050, we expect prices to test 5900 to 5850. And natural gas, we are seeing some positive momentum gathering, and one can initiate a buy around 180 and maintain a stop loss of 172. On upside, 190 197 is the target we are looking for. Crude oil yesterday witnessed some massive rally, and it may continue. So buying around 749 is recommended with a stop loss of 744, and upside we expect 755 to 757. um, Zinc also prices are supportive at 238 237 levels, and as long as it is holding around 236, we expect prices to test 243 245 levels. So buying on dips in zinc is recommended. That's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take over from here.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. In USDNR, one can initiate for the trading purpose, one can initiate short positions around 81.92 to 81.95 levels with a stop loss of 82.06 levels for the target of 81.82 levels and 81.77 levels. In JBP for the trading purpose, one can initiate long positions in the range of 103.25 to 103.15 levels with a stop loss of 102.90 levels for the target of 103.47 levels. In Euro INR, one can initiate long positions in the range of 90.10 to 90 levels with a stop loss of 89.80 levels for the target of 90.22 and 90.34 levels. And one can also create short positions around 90.36 levels with a stop loss of 90.54 levels for the target of 90.19 levels. Thank you.